Somebody who has a low self-esteem, low self-worth, where does that come from? And why do they behave that way? Well, it's typically because they didn't get enough hugs and I love yous from mom and dad. In other words, they didn't fill their kids' their bucket of self-esteem full enough, eh, to the point where the world could not poke enough holes in it to still drain it dry. So, if somebody continuously takes things as a personal rejection and they're insecure, it's like, man, that's very tiring. And so this is the kind of thing, if that's the case, then you're going to have to set and enforce healthy boundaries. Again, if it's a brand new relationship, they only been dating her for a few months and just got exclusive and she's behaving this way, that tells me that is her go-to strategy. So anytime something happens, she assumes the worst. She assumes he's insulting her. She assumes he's belittling her. She assumes he doesn't care about her. And so she comes from that perspective. Typically, again, that's what happens when you don't get enough hugs and I love yous from mom and dad, especially dad, when it's a woman. And so, again, she assumes the worst. And that's why you got to tell her, it's like every time I say something to you, you assume ill intent. I don't have ill intent towards you. And this shit needs to stop. You act incredibly insecure, incredibly unloving, and I don't appreciate it. I try to explain myself, and it's like you don't even want to hear my explanation. You assume the worst. You assume that my explanation is bullshit. And we just can't have that. Our relationship is not going to work if this is how you're going to constantly behave.